Yeah. What's up, guys? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and today is Fail Friday. If you'd like to be a part of Fail Friday, SapphireWings30@hotmail.com, hashtag Fail Friday. And let's go ahead and get to our first question. The first question today comes from Jamal. Hey Wings, I love your videos, but I happen to limbo. My mom drives a Chevy Alero 2002. It has a 3.4 V6 engine and frequently breaks down, and yesterday it broke down again. My mom has had someone look at it, a person I don't trust by the way, and he says the oil pressure is messed up in the engine. The engine moves back and forth a lot, making the car shake. And now putting almost 2,000 American dollars, I'm really wondering if putting any more and now after putting 2,000 American dollars, any more money into the car is worth it. Also, I'm 16, I drive in Illinois. Alright Jamal, first off, Alero is made by Oldsmobile, which is another GM product. The engine shaking is bad motor mounts. That's what that is. There's no other reason that engine should shake other than the motor mount's going bad and it's not seating properly. To other parts of your question, I actually had to look up. I had to go look up what a gauge looks like on a 2000 through 2002 Oldsmobile Alero, and lo and behold, they don't have a fuel gauge on it. What is an oil gauge? What is an oil gauge? Well, let me go ahead and show you what an oil gauge, like on your thing, would look like. This is what an oil gauge looks like. It pretty much lets you see how well your oil pump is doing when you're actually putting the gas. Your oil pressure goes up when you accelerate, and it pretty much levels out around 40 pounds when it's sitting idle, or when you're basically in a cruising thing or in the drone section. The only way you can do is take his advice if it's messing up. If it's messing up, that means your oil pump is going out, and an oil pump probably runs you somewhere around. It's kind of hard to give an estimate on it because with the part included, you're probably looking around $300 to $600 to change an oil pump, and you don't even know if that's the case that you need to change the oil pump, mainly because you don't have an oil gauge on the car, so how would you know? Is it worth getting a new car after you already shelled out $2,000? Well, look at it this way: if you get a new car, you've lost that $2,000 because an '02 Alero, its book value is probably somewhere around the $1,500 mark. You've already put more money into the car than the car is actually worth. So if you wanted to replace the car, you should have done it before you put the $2,000 into it. But there is something to be said about this. It is cheaper to keep her, and that's the same thing goes along with cars as well. You know that you might look like, oh damn, another $300 to $600, and you're probably looking at another $400 or $500 on motor mounts. You got another $1,100 to put into this car to get it running back right. So keep that in mind. I mean, do you take a risk and buy another car that you don't know what's wrong with it, or do you keep this car and just fix what's wrong with it? That's really the situation you're looking into, and I kind of feel like a little bit that you wanting a new car anyway. You don't really like an Alero, and it seems like this is the car you and your mom share. And sit down and talk with her. If you would like an upgraded car, let her know that you'd like an upgraded car. Maybe you get something a little cooler or whatever, because it seems like you want to get rid of the car regardless, since you're about to get your driver's license, and you don't want to be caught in your mom's Alero, especially one that's, you know, shaking back and forth and shuddering and the drive line's all fucked up. Hopefully that answers your question, buddy. Let's go and get to another one. This one's from Robert. Hey Wings, I'm a huge fan and I'd really appreciate some advice. For a few years now, a couple of my friends have been calling me gay. For the first 2 years I thought nothing of it, but it's been another year and they won't let up. And they keep telling me that I'm a homosexual. They told me numerous times that I told them numerous times I'm not gay, and I've even showed them some pictures of my old girlfriends, but it doesn't work. What should I do to prove that I'm not gay? Well, look here, Robert. I don't really know the necessities between you and these two guys, but anybody that's willing to keep doing something that you don't like is not your friend. It's plain and simple. Would you befriend a guy that punches you in the teeth? I mean, I know name calling and punching in the teeth are two extremes, but that's essentially what they're doing. I don't like getting punched in the mouth. You don't like getting punched in the mouth. So just picture every time they called you gay when you didn't want to was a punch in the mouth. Would you still be friends with them? I mean, if they really want to be your friend, just like, look here, you guys call me gay one more time, I'm out. I'm done. Done with you both. I mean, it'll kind of test your friendship right there. I mean, my personal opinion, those guys aren't your friends. And you shouldn't have to prove anything to anybody. If somebody wants to be your friend, they're gonna be your friend for who you are, not what you are. If that makes sense. See if we can go ahead and get another question out here. Alright guys, the last set of questions I'm going to do today is a set of questions about myself from Carl. Wings, I know you're a young man, but the question is this. What is your life's main goal? Have you already achieved it? You may think it's a stupid question, however it raises ideas of the meaning of life, and I think it would make a good commentary. A video response would be great, but if you do not share my thoughts of this being a good question, just an email reply would be satisfactory. Alright, my life's main goal. To be perfectly honest, I've never had a main goal in life. I'm one of those type of people that I really hate letting people down. It hurts me to let somebody down. And I always seem like I find myself putting the brunt of everybody's problems on my back if I can do something to alleviate their problems. Well, my goal in life right now, it's 9:15 in the morning, and I pretty much was up all night. And one of the things I did up all night, I seen a video of old wrestlers, and you know, obviously they're juiced up and steroids and all this other stuff. But I noticed one trend about all those professional wrestlers that had died. They all had heart attacks. And heart attack is a real possibility with me and my weight. And I know you see, like, you know, all this tear jerking stuff I've been doing in the last, you know, couple weeks, you know, on and off again, doing the workouts. But you know, I'm not gonna say I'm steadfast with workouts at any period or point in my life. I mean, it just gets done in jolts. But losing weight would be my main goal in life right now, because at the end of it all, no matter how financially stable I am, no matter what, it comes down to this question: what does it mean to be debt free if you're dead? And that's the question I got to pretty much answer myself. Like, do I continually, you know, neglect work to do extra workouts, or do I neglect extra workouts to do extra work? And that's the happy medium that I'm pretty much going in. But my main goal in life before the weight loss thing was to not have a boss man. I mean, if you would have asked me this question 5 years ago, what would be your main goal in life? It would be just that. I do not want to answer to anybody, and that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully I can keep myself in a position like this throughout the rest of my life, and hopefully, you know, I can get my weight down, because at this point in my life, this is the hard facts. If I had to go out in the work field right now, I couldn't do it. My weight would just literally destroy me. I mean, beforehand I was a Bubba. You know, I was a big guy, but I was big in shape. I mean, I could walk upstairs all night. I could, you know, work a jackhammer. I could do the whole nine. But I've spent the last 5 years sitting in front of a computer, and I'm at the biggest I've ever been. I'm probably about 430 pounds right now, and that's where I'm at right now. So, and that's a scary question. Like, what happens if, you know, everything collapsed around me? Like, what would I do? And like, obviously I have the support of my family to go with, and like, I have one of the best families out there. I mean, I've seen a lot of other people's families treat them like trash. I can't say the same for mine. My family's always had my back. But main goal in life right now is to lose weight, and side main goal is to be debt free again. Other than that, I'm perfectly happy in life. I enjoy my life immensely. I enjoy what I do for a living. I enjoy doing Fail Friday. It's something I'm glad I started doing, and hopefully there's going to be more series that I actually enjoy. Like, I'm trying to start a Sunday top 5, but I want it to be more than just gameplay commentary. I want to actually get out and do stuff. But anyway, that's Fail Friday for this week, and Like I said, if you want to be a part of Fail Friday, you have any questions, you have questions for me, it's SapphireWings30 at hotmail.com. Hashtag Fail Friday. As always, been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm Audi 5000. Peace.